opening statement from coach.
Yeah, tough game for us. We gave it the big inning early with the 5 spot and then pitched well for the most part out of the bullpen. I thought Lucas Malstad and Reed Garris did a nice job, gave us a chance, and we had plenty of opportunities to capitalize on some to score some additional runs and just didn't get the job done. So tight game, but just one of those ones where a little bit of a lack of execution, whether it's making some mistake pitches with 2 strikes, hanging some pitches, and they did a good job hitting it, or us not capitalizing on scoring a runner from third or getting runners over. So we tip of the cap to Miami. They did what they needed to do to advance, and so it stings that we can't go through a loser's bracket and still do it. But we just it's a good opportunity to just get focused on playing well. We know we have a lot of baseball left, but we're going to need to play a better brand of baseball, which we will. And our guys have responded, and we'll get a chance to do it tomorrow.
Any questions? Go ahead.
Coach, just what went into the decision to start Ethan today, and kind of what are your plans for tomorrow?
The whole plan was to set up our pitching for next week. So Ethan's had a full week of rest from last Thursday. So that was the purpose for pitching him today. And he's been going first on weekends for us up to this point. So we'll evaluate that for next weekend. I don't know what our rotation will be next weekend, but the idea is that he would pitch the game that would get us to Saturday. So if that was Thursday or Friday, that's the game he would pitch.
And
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
can I ask a player? Sorry, I said to him,
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, Jake, for this team, obviously, you're obviously gonna be in a regional, you're gonna be in the NCAA tournament, you're gonna host. How do you treat tomorrow's game? How do you come out and say, yeah, it doesn't mean anything, but yet it means a lot?
Just the same way we approach every other game. Just come out and compete as well as we can. It's our job to show up and play, and we have a game, we're gonna come out and we're gonna compete our very best.
Coach, would you try to get Aiden some work tomorrow considering, or is this a good time to maybe just rest him?
If we pitch him tomorrow, he'll be on short rest, so I don't know that that's worth it. Maybe, but probably not. So probably pitch a lot of guys tomorrow. But yeah, I don't, as of this very second, I don't think the plan is to throw.
Any other questions? Or
Coach Melstead was really good today. What's his role?
That's the awesome thing about Lucas. He's really settled into this, this long relief opportunity, but he could pitch in high leverage. He could pitch at the end. We haven't really used the opener, but he could be an opener. He could do anything. He's a bounce back guy. He's an extended relief guy. And he just finds a way to get a couple times through the order. So we've found some value in him, kind of that bridge guy that goes from the middle to the end, and he's been really good in that spot.
Eric, how do you may have already been asked this, but I just sat down. How do you keep guys motivated for tomorrow and just let them know that, yeah, you still got a game to play and there's still something kind of to play for because of seeding and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to still play for. I mean, nothing's guaranteed. We haven't locked up a national seed. I've been doing this long enough to know that. But I think more importantly, it's just more about playing well, and there's a whole different feeling of winning versus losing. And we just want to build momentum for ourselves. And we didn't play well enough to win today. We had plenty of chances and just didn't finish their hitters off with 2 strikes, didn't get the job done when we had scoring opportunities. So we just need to play well. I mean, for us to, feel good about things, we want to play well and want to be able to build momentum going in to the regionals.
You guys got a lot of leadoff runners on. A lot of times Zia was able to work around that. What was working for Zeal versus what you guys' approach was, today.
Yeah, we had 8 leadoff hitters on out of 9 innings, which is it's the most we've had all year. I thought we did a good job of, of holding the zone on some of the sliders and felt like we had him on the ropes there in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, but he found a way to put zeros up in those innings and was able to kind of settle it down in the middle innings. But I liked our approach against him. He's obviously one of the best guys in the conference and he's really good. But I thought we did a really good job, at least making an adjustment from the last time we faced him where he really carved us up. So I liked our approach against him. I liked our execution up until we had a chance to, put an exclamation mark and get the big inning. We never got the big inning today because we got 1 or we got 2 and then we stranded. So we'll just need to, make that adjustment, be a little bit better in that area tomorrow.
Coach, you were a couple inches away from another come from behind win for the Clemson baseball team. What are some of the positive takeaways that can be had from today? Just the players showing all the fight and never really backing down.
Yeah, that's them and that's their identity. That's the identity of this team. They will not quit. It'll take a guy making a jumping catch at the top of the fence to stop us. Heck of a catch, did a great job, but yeah, our guys mounted, they mounted really good comebacks, I thought, in 7th, 8th, and 9th. And had plenty of chances to score more than we scored in those innings. But that's who these guys are. So they will never not believe that they're out of it. They know they're in it and they know they're gonna come back and, game of inches, and there was a few inches today.
Jacob, it seems like you're maybe a little, I won't say mad, but maybe disappointed the way that ended and, just your feelings right now, the way that kind of game ended like that.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's not the way we wanted it to go, but it's our job moving forward just to put it behind us and do our best to come back and play better baseball.
Anybody else?
If you guys could send a message based on how this team has progressed over this season to the NCAA committee going into the selection show and everything next week. I know you got to take care of tomorrow, but a little bit of foreshadowing ahead. What would the message be about who this team is and what the personality of these young men are as you're going into the big tournament?
I would say we're a team that would say, we're not gonna talk about it, we're gonna be about it. So we'll just go play good.
Okay, guys, thank you. We appreciate it.
Great response, Coach.
Here, we'll get started with Miami. Coach, if you could start us off with an opening statement and then we'll open it up for questions.
Like I told the team after the game, I'm just so proud of them, playing hard. Knowing our backs are against the wall and really the only goal that we have is to win this tournament. And we're halfway there. Today was a complete total team effort. Pinch hit home runs, good defensive plays, some good base running, good pitching. We needed it. That's how you win baseball games. You get the big 2-out RBIs and the pinch hit home runs and the big defensive plays late in games. That's usually a good recipe for success.
Question, guy?
Can you talk a little bit about Gage's start today? He obviously didn't have his best stuff, but it was a very, very gritty performance. He was able to really keep a pretty powerful offensive bag. Can you talk a little bit about his performance?
That's Gage at his best right there. I mean, even when he's not at his best, he's always gonna give you a chance to win, and you're always gonna get his best effort. Sometimes it's good enough, sometimes it's not, but he always gonna get his best effort. And I thought he was on the ropes there early, probably the third inning. At one point, we had our Saturday starter warming up, and next thing you know, you look up and he's gotten you through 6 innings, and that's shortened the game up for your bullpen. And that's what you get out of a Friday night guy, out of an ace-level staff that is going to always give you a chance to win. Pretty or ugly, he's going to give you a chance to win.
Was there any discussion about him possibly coming back out for the 7th? I know 103 pitches is a lot, but he's gone deeper than that before.
No, I mean, he was done after that. From the get-go, it just looked like physically he was laboring a little bit. It was, coming from a short rest last week. For whatever reason, just didn't really recover as well as we had, anyone had hoped. That was more than enough. He was six innings and 103 pitches.
Now, Miles, he obviously threw 60 pitches on Tuesday. He was able to come back and looked great today and helped you guys get the victory at the end.
It's a gutsy performance, man. He, the plan going in was 1 inning if needed, in the 9th inning, but we felt the game was on the line in the 8th. So we brought him in and he did maybe too good for his own good. He looked so good and got out of there that we gave him the ball in the 9th inning as well.
Miles, what was that like at the end there with, that ball getting hit by Tristan Vassetto and the way this has been getting launched out? What was going through your mind? Did you think it was getting out, or do you think Villegas was going to make that catch? And then, of course, the lengthy review.
Yeah,
Got to celebrate twice.
off the bat, that was, I thought it was going to bat, to be honest. He put a good swing on it, had a good at bat there. Shout out to Ricardo for kind of making me think I threw the game there, and then proceeding to wave the finger up. So my heart dropped, and then celebration afterward. That's awesome. So I have no words. I really have no words.
And Antonio, his reaction, if you get a chance to see the video to the catch, is pretty great. He had
I'm sure he can say the same thing, but I think I blacked out after Ricardo confirmed the catch. So.
Coach, the bottom of your order, Antonio, and the guys down there, they really contributed, especially they got things kick-started, in the big 5-run inning. What's it been like to see them contributing today when they've struggled a lot this season?
I think there's a handful of guys that are starting to swing the bat and really giving us much better at bats as of late, and again, that's why we're winning games like this. It takes all 9 guys and the help of the bench sometimes. But you're right, they did not swing the bat all year, but it's a new season, man. We're 2 games into our new season and we're only guaranteed 1 more. So it's good to see them swing the bat and producing, even making productive outs when they do make outs. And that's the key to winning baseball games.
Antonio, on your home run, you want to walk us through it? I know it was a big one.
Yeah, I was just trying to go the other way with the ball, trying to get the runner over, just try to hit a nice line drive up the middle or the other way, trying to force him up. He's been down the zone the whole game. I ended up getting a good pitch to hit and did some damage on it. And it's rewarded.
Yeah. Gage, so talk about your performance, battling through a lot of base runs, a lot of traffic. How did you buckle down and put up zeros towards the end of the start?
Yeah, I was letting a couple of things affect me the first couple innings. JD pulled me to the back and, we had a little conversation and helped me lock back in. And at the end of the day, it was just about throwing more strikes and getting them to get themselves out.
So how great does it feel to win a throwing game like that and knock off Clemson?
It was great. We lost them last year in the tournament. Yeah, our season's on the line every game, so we got to come out and show up.
So JT, talk about the vibes in the clubhouse right now after a win like that. Like, what's everyone feeling going into the semifinals?
everybody's excited, very confident, and again, just thankful for the opportunity to at least play one more game. We're gonna empty the tank out there and give it all we got and but everybody's very, very excited and finally playing good baseball. It's at the right time.
So, you guys are gonna play Saturday against either Duke or NC State. What are your thoughts on those two teams and what you gotta do to continue the run here?
It doesn't matter to us. I mean, we got 9 chances to swing the bat, 9 innings and you get a chance to play in that game. It means absolutely nothing. Who's on that other dugout.
So Miles, how are you able to be so effective after throwing 60 pitches a few days ago? Adrenaline, nerves, what?
When it comes to playoff baseball, there's really no such thing as rest. Even after against Louisville, I was telling JD, if you need me for Thursday, I'll be good to go. Just whether it's 1 inning or 3 innings like I did the other day, like it's playoff baseball. Like we're trying to clinch a regional. The only way to do that is win an ACC championship. So by all means, you gotta empty the tank, like you said earlier.
That's good. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Guys, good luck.